In this video, we will be doing an overview of IP's evaluation cycle. Before we go deeper, here's how the full year fits together. Our evaluation process happens twice each school year, first in the fall, then in the spring, and both cycles follow the same sequence of steps. Everything starts with goal setting. All staff set individual goals annually. For most staff, this happens at the end of the prior school year, but it always happens before their first evaluation cycle. New staff and mid-year hires will set goals when they join. The fall cycle is the first round of self-reflections, evaluations, and conferences. Think of it as establishing a baseline for the year. In the spring, the process repeats itself with an updated evidence set and progress toward goals. The spring cycle ends with final ratings, and those ratings directly inform compensation and the updated offer letters staff receive for the coming school year. However, evaluation isn't just these two moments in time in the year. As a manager, you provide coaching, feedback, and progress monitoring all year long. So your evaluation reflects a comprehensive view of that staff member's growth and performance, not just a snapshot of those two moments in time. Now let's walk through the evaluation cycle step by step. Let's start with the big picture. As a manager, you can think of the evaluation cycle as having four main steps: preparation for the cycle, the self-evaluation window, finalizing of your evaluation of the staff member and conference scheduling, and finally, the evaluation conferences themselves. On the left, you'll see the actions managers are responsible for, and on the right are the actions your direct report staff members will take. You can think of this as your roadmap for each cycle. Now let's go a little deeper into each step. Step one is all about preparation for the cycle. As a manager, your action here is to align with your own manager before you dive into evaluations. Where do they want to be looped in? Where might you want or need their support? They may want to collaborate on scoring, talk through staff growth areas, or strategize for conferences with underperformers. The goal of this step is to make a plan for their involvement, avoiding surprises later by planning your time and approach now. Step two is the self-evaluation window. This is when both you and your staff are actively working on completing evaluations. Your staff members will be scoring their own goals, submitting milestone evidence towards them, and rating themselves on their competencies as applicable to their role. Make sure that you check in with your team to ensure they are completing their self-evaluation on time. As a manager, you'll start to draft your direct reports evaluations during this time window. You'll be reviewing goals, competencies, and thinking about your overall reflections. But you should not be finalizing staff member evaluations just yet. In this evaluation system, it is the responsibility of your direct report staff members to provide evidence in support of their goal attainment and rationale for their own competency scores that they prepare as part of their self-reflection. Part of your role is to hold space for their perspective before you finalize your own evaluation. Step three is when your evaluation of the staff member is finalized and conferences are scheduled. At this point, you should review self-evaluations and evidence from your staff, finalize your own scores, ensuring that you're engaging with your manager as you previously aligned around in step one. This step should culminate in your submitting everything in Perform, goal attainment and all relevant competency forms, as well as the full evaluation form for the cycle. During this step is also when you finalize your schedule of conferences and log those details in Perform. One of the keys here in this step is timeliness and transparency. Having everything complete and on the calendar by a communicated deadline helps the process feel smooth and predictable for staff and ensures that they have sufficient time to review your evaluation of them prior to their conference. One thing to note, once you submit the fall or spring evaluation form in Perform, the staff member whose form you are submitting will be notified that their evaluation is available for their review. You should complete this step no later than 24 hours in advance of their scheduled conference. Step 4 is the evaluation conference window. This is when all of the preparation comes together. For staff, their job is to review your submitted evaluation in advance, so they come into the conversation ready to engage. For you as a manager, it is where you will prepare for and sit down with your staff members for their evaluation conference. This is the stage where everything becomes real. You want to have a conversation that leaves staff feeling clear, motivated, and supported. Afterward, you'll complete the evaluation conference form in Perform, marking the conference as complete.